Hello. Today we will be working on one-step word problems and two-step word problems. For each of the word problems we're going to do our one-step and our two-step, we will have a picture to draw. I will have them drawn already, but I'll show you how to use them to solve them, and we will also write equations to solve them. So this way we have multiple ways of learning how to solve the same problem and finding out which way works best for you. So our one-step word problem says that 10 eagles sat on a cliff. Some eagles flew away, and then there were 7 eagles on the cliff. How many eagles flew away? So for this picture, we can draw a picture. I like to look at our word problem and see what we know about it. So it says that we have that 10 eagles sat on a cliff. So I wrote there are 10 eagles. It also says that some eagles flew away. So I wrote some eagles flew away. And then there were 7 eagles on the cliff. So I wrote there were 7 eagles left. And our question that is in our word problem says how many eagles flew away. So that is what we're trying to find out. So if we're trying to figure out how many eagles flew away, do we add or subtract our problem? Or to get our answer to our problem. Here's our 10 eagles. There's 5 up top, 5 at the bottom. So we have our 10 eagles that sat on the cliff. And it also said that some flew away, but and left 7 there. So let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are our 7 that were left on the cliff. So, and it asks how many flew away. There's 3 out of our 10 that flew away. So the answer to our problem is that 3 flew away. Our same problem, we can write an equation. Again, I like to look at what we have in our problem. And there are 10 eagles, some flew away. There were 7 left on the cliff. And the question is asking us how many flew away. Do we add or subtract? So, if those flew away, so there were 10 on it, and then after some flew away, there were 7 left on the cliff. So 10 minus blank equals 7, which is 3. Moving on to our two-step word problem. Part of our word problem is hidden by the stuff on the Jamboard, and I don't know how to move it. But there's another slide that has this problem on this side of our slide, so we'll be able to read it all there. Okay. So it says that there are 24 polar bears and 38 penguins swimming in the ocean. How many polar bears and penguins are there in all? So it's a two-step word problem. Right here is step 1. Step 1. And so let's look at step 1 to see what we know. We know that there are 24 polar bears and 38 penguins. So I wrote 24 polar bears and 38 penguins swimming. Step 1 asks how many polar bears and penguins are there in all. So this is what step 1 is asking. Step 1 is asking us. Then right here is step 2. And step 2 says that there are, you can't really see it over there, but there are 15 polar bears got out of the water. How many polar bears and penguins are left in the water? So looking at step 2, 15 polar bears got out of the water. And the question is asking how many polar bears and penguins are left in the water. In just a second, baby. I'm sorry. Give me a minute, okay? I'm sorry. That was my son, and he doesn't feel good today. He's been in his room, but I think he just feels really hot right now. Okay, so. Yeah. So this is our information that we like to know. We can draw a picture, which I drew. I have our picture right here. This top portion for the polar bears has 10. This middle row has 10. And this bottom row has 4, which gives us our 24. And I'll just put PB for polar bears. And then with our penguins, this top row has 10. This middle row second row has 10. This third row has 10. Okay. And this bottom row has 8, which gives us our 38 penguins. And I'll just put P for penguins. So we have 24 plus 38. We could do multiple ways of solving this. Step 1, we could count all the penguins and polar bears. It'd be easier because we just know that there are 38 penguins. It'd just be easier to count the polar bears and go 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. Oh, can't see it. Okay, so that's 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62. So we counted 62. Or we could just add the 38 and 24 that we have. So let's add 38 plus 24. 8 plus 4 we know is 12. So we carry our 1. 3 plus 2 is 5. And then add our 1 that we carried, which is 62. That way we got 62 as well. And we could also look at all the 10s we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 tens would be 50 because there's 30 of them here, 20 of them here. 30 plus 20 is 50, so we could do 50. And then we have our 8 plus 4, which is 12. So we could add 12 to our 50, which 2 and 0 is 2. 5 plus 1 is 6. That way we have 62 as well. So we found out from multiple ways, by looking at our drawing, that we have 62 total. And that is our answer for step 1. Because step 1 was asking us, let's go back to how many polar bears and penguins are there in all, which is asking for the total, which as we know is 62. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of erasing so that we can do our step 2. Oh, I probably should rewrite that. So that we could do step 2 2-hour problem. Okay, so our answer for step 1 was 62. Sorry, I'm using my iPad, and my husband texts me. Okay. So, now step 2 was asking us, if I can go back to it. Again, you can't see it there, but 15 polar bears. 15 polar bears got out of the water. How many penguins and polar bears are in the water? So we have our step 1 was 62. So again, there's multiple ways we could figure out this answer as well. We could just say that 15 of them left. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 left. We're trying to utilize our picture as much as we can to help us visualize our answer. So that leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 polar bears. So we have 9 polar bears left. No penguins left, so we still have our 38 penguins. So we could do our 38 plus 9. To find out our answer. Or we could just say, well, we know we have 38 penguins. And then we could count these 9, which so we have 38. That'd be 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. So counting them gave us 47. But let's do 38 plus 9. So we have 9 plus 8, which is 17. So we carry our 1 and write our 7. We have our 3 and our 1 that we carried, which is 47. That way we got 47. And we can find out another way of how we, to see if we can find out our answer, which we already have 47 twice. We can see if we have it a third way, which is taking our total that there were, which was 62, and then we said that 15 polar bears got out of the water, so we would subtract 15. So we can't take 5 from 2, so we have to turn the 6 into a 5, 12. So we know that 5 plus 5 is 10, and then 2 more is 12, so 5 plus 7. Yeah. So 5 plus 2 is 12 minus 5 is 7. And the 5 plus 2 is the 7. Anyways, yeah, 12 minus 5 is 7. And then we have our 5 minus 1, which is 47. So our answer to step 2 is 47. And we found that out many ways. By looking at our drawing, using our drawing to find our answer. Then, see, I have it on the side. Okay, so with our same problem, we can write an equation. Again, let's look at our... Yes, baby. Okay, then get away from that cat. Well, I'm sorry. There's a chair you can sit on, babe. I apologize. So there are 24 polar bears and 38 penguins swimming in the ocean. How many polar bears and penguins are there in all? This is, again, step 1. And looking at this for step 1, we know that there are 24 polar bears and there are 38 penguins. And the question is asking us how many polar bears and penguins are there in all. And then this is step 2. And we know that 15 polar bears got out of the water. And that one is asking how many polar bears and penguins are left in the water. So I wrote this in our step 1 equation and step 2 equation. So we have 24 plus 38 that we did over here. Or we did not. Oh, I erased it. Sorry. We have our 24 plus our 38. 8 plus 4 is 12. 2 plus 3 is 5, plus our 1 that we carried is 62. So our answer to this is 62. So our step 2 to our word problem says that 15 polar bears got out of the water. How many polar bears and penguins are left in all? So we had 62 at first, and then minus our 15 since 15 polar bears got out of the water. So we would do 62 minus 15. We need to borrow, turn that into a 5, that into a 12. 12 minus 5 is 7. 5 minus 1 is 4, which gives us our 47. That's, oh, I guess that works. That we figured out right here on this slide. So that is how we learn how to do 1-step and 2-step word problems by using drawings and equations.